on light skin television with my man 6'8" going up against Will Major, 1SK's RBE.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I was on stage with you and Reggie P.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? In Atlanta. Bullpen battle league, hell of a battle, you know what I mean?
You think it was a hell of a battle?
Yeah, man, it could have went either way, you know what I mean?
Glad to hear that from you.
Reggie, and I'm a Reggie fan, you know what I mean? That's my man's. You know what I mean? I'm giving Reggie the battle, but if a motherfucker said it could go the other way, it could go the other way, depending on what you was looking for. And the crowd wasn't engaged because y'all went so early. You know what I mean?
There was a lot of variables that night,
Yeah,
you feel
whole
me,
lot.
that played into that battle that a lot of people didn't get to see. But you feel me, I learned just to, water to a duck's back, man. Just let it roll off.
Let it roll off.
Yeah, just we was on to the next battle and see where we at from here.
But the fact is, you made it that far.
Yeah.
So y'all both champions in your own right, just for fucking being there, because that was a hellified, you know what I mean, schedule that y'all had to go through.
Yeah. We battled.
On your side was kind of stronger. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? But,
no, that's definitely a fact. That's definitely a fact. We both finalists, you feel me? We both went through, our own gauntlet and our own way.
That's
for
how
real.
I look at it.
Yeah, so, and at the end of the day, the fact that we was able to, open up the first big stage back from the pandemic. You feel me? We was the very first battle, you feel me, to ever happen on a big stage since, you feel me, the world got shut down.
To show you the magnitude of that battle and that opportunity, I mean to say.
Yeah.
The next time they had a venue at that same spot, it's a bullpen venue, and it ended up being only 4 battles out of the schedule 6. And they didn't use that room.
They used the smaller room in that building?
They used that little lobby room, which is enough.
Oh, yeah, with the bar inside. Yeah.
Which was a big distraction because you couldn't get motherfuckers to shut up.
Exactly, because niggas at the bar ordering drinks and
right,
shit.
but we packed in like maybe a good 300, but you was at that stage, it might only been 650, but it felt like 1,000.
Yeah.
Like you said, that was the first
big stage. Everybody's outside.
It had that
again.
feeling like we could have shoved another 1,000 in there if we wanted to. You know what I mean? But,
exactly.
Like you said, y'all broke that, and you like literally broke that shit in.
Yeah.
Y'all went.
We went first. You feel me? I have the first room shaker back from the pandemic.
And it's hard to get a room shaker when a room ain't really full yet. Like they in there, but they back turn. Hey, I ain't seen you in here.
Yep.
I seen a lot of. I watch everything when I go to these crowds, man. It's like I don't just watch the battles. I'm listening. I'm watching. I'm looking around. I'm scanning. I'm seeing people that I know, people that I've seen before. Where's the boo birds at? In the right front section.
Right.
There's never boo birds up top, if you notice.
Yeah.
All the little factors go into that. When I say that to say this, you had the hardest situation in the world.
Yeah.
I might be a little extra, but think about it. In battle rap, there's a lot of leagues.
Yeah.
There's a lot of rappers. You know what I mean? There's a whole lot of events, even during the pandemic.
Yeah.
But during this 1.5-year pandemic, if you during the 18 months that this has been going down, that was the first big crowd, like you said, and you were the first battle on the first big crowd. It was for money. It was a tournament.
I rap first.
You rap first, you know what I mean? So you really...
I was like, he was home. And
I was the crowd
away.
wasn't totally engaged yet till y'all started rapping and throwing them haymakers down.
Yeah.
So you might have been in one of the most pivotal points in battle rap history. Man, I'm a genius.
Yeah.
No, but really.
You said it, you feel. I was just letting you go. Like you was cooking.
It's real pivot. Like, did you feel that more now that we talking about it, or did you feel it then when it was happening?
I'm gonna be completely transparent and honest with you. I didn't feel it at all that night because of everything that was going on with the crowd, with the judging. You feel me? I heard who the judges was for the battle. And,
You seem perturbed. I'm just be real with you.
Yeah, you feel me?
Like in between, like when you was rapping, but when you was on defense. From what I've seen in you in the past, something about you wasn't the same when you wasn't rapping. So there was other factors that you telling us now that was going down.
Yeah. Between like before the battle starting, while the battle was going on, and even after the battle when they did the judging for the money and all that, like it was a lot on my mind. And the only thing I can say, I was proud that I kept my composure throughout the whole round. You feel me? I rapped. You feel me? Like I didn't let the crowd get to me. I didn't let nothing, extra really get to me. But thinking about how pivotal that battle was in my career really didn't kick in until recently, for real. Like I really looking back on it. Like a lot of people can't say that they did that and handled it in that type of
in that manner.
and handle it in that manner. You feel me? You put a lot of battle rappers up there would have folded. We've seen battle rappers fold from less. You feel me? Stressful situations. And I really You feel me? Being from Baltimore, being in Atlanta, you feel me, and having to adjust to the crowd and my surroundings and everything, like, yeah, it kicked in like after a while that, you know what, that was something, you know, cool. That's a little badge I wear now.
Did the monitors affect you that night? Because it did affect other rappers.
Like what Avocado setup and everything?
It wasn't really Avocado setup though. It was a lot of different factors going on. Like someone else was I don't really know the ins and outs, but he agreed to do it, and it was someone else was supposed to have something done on their end. And, you understand what I'm saying?
Okay, no, I hear you.
I don't want to get into
it. No, we hear.
So I'm not like putting it on no one.
No.
But the fact is, when Flacco L, I was on stage for damn near every battle.
Right.
When Flacco L was up there, who was he battling? Who Flacco battle?
He battled Riggs.
He battled Riggs. Flacco's mic, he had on a big, thick sweatshirt.
Yeah.
And I was trying to tell him, and a few people trying to tell him, you might want to let it hang out. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And I don't know if he had jewelry on or something, but it was a lot going on.
He had on a tight-ass hoodie. Hoodie.
They couldn't hear you in the back.
Yeah.
And there's already monitor problems, what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
And even Snake Eyes was saying the same thing. Whoever was on that side of the stage that had that specific mic, I felt like they had a problem with projecting to the back of the crowd. We can hear you on stage. They probably heard you in the front near the monitors. But that thing, if you remember how the setup was, it was deep.
It spread. It was a spread.
And all the sound was to the front side of the stage. Mm-hmm. So a lot of people did that affect you?
I adjusted to it like in the middle of my verse.
You say you adjusted to it.
Yeah.
So there was an effect.
Yeah, like it took some adjust. I noticed it, you feel me, once I started rapping, like my first thing I did was yell, "My drive crazy," and that was me testing everything right then and there. Now, and I'm like, all right, I see how I'm gonna have to project for this. You feel me? All right, let me use my next couple bars or build ups to a 4-punch setup. Let me pace through it. You feel me? Let me use this projection. Let me see if I get the reaction I get. The reaction was mild. All right, let me get a little louder. Let me get a little bit more animated.
So you do audio prep on stage?
Yeah, I do it. I have to do it in real time because I'm battling in real time.
Right, you don't get no do-overs and shit. Once that footage hit, especially when it's live, they had a pay-per-view. When stuff is live, it's not like you can come back and...
Once Avocado dropped that last number and they said, RBE,
That's it.
We going. We live. You feel me? Don't fuck up.
You just came from the face-off.
Yeah.
You hit Will Major, your opponent tomorrow.
Yeah.
You hit him with something that it kind of hit him in the chest. It wasn't nothing crazy or disrespectful. You hit him with some facts. You let him do all his talking. Then you verbally punched him in the chest when you said, but you've only battled in Louisiana.
Yeah.
I saw his expression change, bro.
Mm-hmm.
That you kind of like knocked the taste out of his mouth.
Yeah.
All he could say is like, it's a fact.
Yeah.
Most of my battles in the night. You said that to make a point saying what?
Yo, he's comfortable at home. Okay. Your battle it's real easy real easy to play fight with your brothers in the house. It's real easy to play fight with your brothers in the house. When you go outside, go over to the next block or something like that, they're not pulling no punches on you. They don't know you. You feel me? You a random.
I was just out there in Houston for the series.
Yeah, you feel like you a different
and
nigga.
It was, what you saying holds true because the Louisiana and Houston MCs, they had that backing, they had that crowd with them. They wasn't gassing them, they was just support. And the cats that came dolo from other parts of the country, they seemed like fish out of water. You know what I mean?
I came down there, it was just me. I came down there dolo, and I met you feel me, my man's Jay Breed, you feel me, on RBE 2 from Virginia, you feel me. He linked up with me, but it was just
last time.
it was just him and Devil was crazy. Y'all need to go see that. Mm-hmm. But no, he linked up with me and tapped in with me. But besides that, it'd just be me, and I've been doing that for the past 2.5 years of my career. I haven't battled home. I haven't battled in Baltimore.
I heard you say that.
Yeah, I battled Atlanta. Like I said, I've been here before. Battled on a big stage before here in Atlanta. You feel me? I battled in New York. I just came from Houston. You feel me? I battled in DC. You feel me? Like I have battled everywhere but my home, so I know what it's like. I'm comfortable with being uncomfortable, and it's a different type of uncomfortable feeling when you're on that stage that we're gonna be on tomorrow. When Avocado has all those cameras pointed, when the lights are down on you.
But you've had that experience once, so the nervousness should not be there. And the information we just got, 99.9 of us assume that because of that Believe Music Hall in Atlanta on Abernathy, that it's gonna be the big 1,300 plus. Nah, we in the basement.
Yeah, we in the basement.
So it's gonna feel more like the music room in Atlanta that held about a good stacked in a nice 300 something.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Which might be better.
Yeah, but like, and that's the thing. Like, I'm gonna,
because the ambiance walking in the building is like,
yeah, it's crazy.
Do you
yeah.
believe I'm in Believe? But when you see the footage, it's like, yo, I feel like we in the music room. It's 2019 again, pre-pandemic. It's all closed in. The sound is better. You're not gonna have them sound issues, bro. Like, you can really, if it wasn't for pay-per-view, you can take that mic and throw it behind you.
Yeah, and then get the rapping out loud. And that's honestly what I'm used to. You feel me? Being from pit fights in Baltimore, like there's no mics. You feel me? And we be pit style battles. Hella people circle. You feel me? You got to use your projection in Baltimore. You feel me? You got to use it. So like that, yeah.
With the Maryland battle rap scene, is it hard to get stamped? You know what I mean? Is it hard to make that name coming out of Maryland, or do you like 8 times out of 10 you just got to get the fuck out and travel? Because there's quite a few leagues there, and quite a few events that happen. You know, leagues come to your area. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not always Baltimore. You know, PG County is always. You know what I mean? But I just don't see a lot of names making it back out like I used to in Maryland.
And I feel like
the Virginia kind of dig into that. DC.
I mean, it's a lot because you have vets who came from, I'll say my region. I won't say Baltimore. I won't specifically specify Baltimore.
That's why I said Maryland.
Yeah. So like my region, and I don't know what their reason for this is, but they didn't really contribute to helping us, you feel me, like rise. Like you got people like, all right, so like this. What just happened at Civil War? You feel me? T-Top brung out Anderson. You feel me, from North Carolina, you feel me? Like you feel me, like small stuff. That's not something small, but something to that degree of just showing like, nah, like they North Carolina, he North Carolina, I'm North Carolina.
That's why
we don't have that in Baltimore, and then Maryland is split because there was a split between Baltimore, Maryland, the DMV, 804,
it's 757. It's kind of nasty. That's why I brought the crowd. I hope you're just going to get into that.
Yeah. Like the split is crazy.
They get kind of crazy when you.
It's a crabs in a barrel mindset.
It is, because when I'm talking to people from Maryland, and I try not to group, but I do group. I'm like, yeah, your man's blah blah blah. Like, that's not my man. He from blah blah blah. I'm like, do you not like? Or you don't support him because he's from 71 miles from where you from, and that's what it seems like. It's very fucking territorial with rappers in Maryland. It's not just Maryland, because it was like that in Philly for a while. You know what I mean? But it's not no more. I gotta shout out Cassidy, because you know what I mean. When he stamp a motherfucker from the area, then
it means something.
People see you a little bit different.
It means
like,
something.
Cassidy, blah blah blah. You know what I mean? And you see a lot more. You know what I mean? People of a certain stature, rappers of a certain stature, when they stamp their own from their area, even if they don't know them that well, it go a long way. I'm no disrespect to Maryland. I don't see that shit no more. I used to.
And that's where you got people like, you feel me? I'm trying to be able to do that for my region, because I'm from Virginia and Baltimore. You feel me? Like, so I'm trying to do that for my area.
Now I see VA, they stick together pretty strong.
Yeah. That split is between like 757 and 804. You feel me? That's a split in Virginia. DC and Southern Maryland and PG County, they have a split amongst themselves. Then you have
Thank you for explaining that.
Yeah. Then you have Baltimore. You feel me? Like Baltimore is a completely different, you feel me, animal in itself. So I feel like because we hate the DMV thing, but I feel like there's a blessing in this. If we all just own this and use this as, all right, they want us to be DMV, let's be DMV and support each other.
That's why outsiders kind of like want to label you, because they want y'all to rise. They don't want you. They want you to rise together. But what a lot of us did not realize, or don't still realize, is when you kind of pigeonhole, you know what I mean, different movements together and try to make them one movement, you're doing too much. You're causing more division, you know what I mean? Inadvertently, but you are causing more division, whether you realize it or not.
Yeah, you got to be a subtle way about going about it.
Exactly. I like the way you broke that down, brother, and I wish you luck tomorrow.
Yes,
you know what I mean? Cook, brother.
Got to. I ain't got no other choice. Got no other choice,
My man 6'8" on Light Skin Television. Hey, tell him, you know what I mean? You know, social media and everything.
You know me? It's Stacks, STVCKS on all social media. You feel me? Instagram, Twitter, all that, you feel me? Like, search 6'8" versus for my battles, you feel me? If you follow me on the gram, you feel me, you're going to see all my battles, the clips and everything. I've been around for a minute, man. I'm just trying to put on for Virginia and Baltimore, for real. Pit fights, bullpen over bullshit. Light Skin TV, thanks for having me, you feel me? Like, yo, you a real one,
Appreciate
bro.
you, man. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.